Alright, hi everyone, Dr. Saurabh here. So again driving and recording, which is not good to do, but still you asked me, तो मेरा मन है चलो रिकॉर्ड करने का for retinal dystrophy and degenerations. I'm ready to give the test. Let's see the first one. Okay, so there's a picture, the left fundus picture is there showing some black pigments in the periphery. This black pigment is known as bony spicules, which is classical for retinitis pigmentosa. As the name suggests, pigment is because of this bony spicules. Why it is bony spicules? Because it is looking like in ortho you have the osteoblast, osteoclast. They on histopathology looks like bone. That's why this is known as bony spicules. So it is pigmentation in the periphery, and it's an inherited disorder. Uh, Photoreceptors, rods and cones are mainly involved, mostly rods. That's why the young patient, is having nyctalopia, that is night blindness, delayed dark adaptation. But night blindness is not a late feature; it is an early feature. That's the answer of this question. And whenever the photoreceptors are having problem, the A wave of ERG is affected first. Later on, the B wave, because the bipolar cells can be affected, because this can affect many layers of the retina later stages. But initially, A wave of ERG, later B wave of ERG. There is no treatment of definite treatment of pigmentosa, but vitamin A, vitamin and docosahexaenoic acid are given to delay the progression, but no definite treatment. So C is the answer of the first question. It's the most common retinal dystrophy affecting rods and cones. But only cones is cone dystrophy. That is protanopia, is red color blindness. When the red cones are not functioning well, that is red color blindness, protanopia. Blue color blindness, tritanopia. Green color blindness, deuteranopia. That's the most common congenital color blindness. And achromatopsia. Achromatopsia means all the colors are not functioning well. All the cones are not functioning well. Now, third question is 80-year-old diabetic patient complaining of a gradual decreased vision for a long time. Eye examination showing the following findings. Anterior segment was having senile cataract. Vitreous is clear. Retina shows yellow deposit in the center. Amsler grid. Now, Amsler grid showing abnormal means macula, central of the retina is involved, having some yellow deposits in a old patient. So answer is only mature senile cataract will not have a retina problem. That is ruled out. Wet ARMD and dry RMD, the differentiation is choriocapillaries, new vessels, choroidal new vessels. There is nothing written as choroidal new vessels in the question. So dry ARMD is answered because these are drusens, which are age-related end products in the macula, causing macula, rods and cones are dispersed. That's why there is metamorphosia, that is distortion, that is abnormal results on Amsler grid. In diabetic retinopathy, not the answer because no hemorrhages, no extra microaneurysms are given. That's why the best answer over here is dry ARMD. Okay, many hints are given in this. Pigment streaks, streak is a word. Then Brooks membrane, elasticity is a word. Then Paget's Ehlers-Danlos, all these are mnemonic. PEPSI, Pepsi. That's the dystrophy or the cracks of the Brooks membrane. That is angioid streak, which is seen in individual with a very hyper flexible like Ehlers-Danlos or Pepsi, Paget's disease, Ehlers-Danlos type 6, pseudoxanthoma elasticum, sickle cell anemia, incontinent pigmentide. That is the causes of angioid streak. Retinoschisis is splitting of the retina. Macular degeneration is not related to uh, uh, all this. There can be cracks of Brooks membrane like lacquer cracks in myopic degeneration, but not related to Paget's and Ehlers-Danlos like that. And Stargardt's is not presentation like this. Stargardt's will be next question, I think. So all are true for Stargardt. Stargardt's is a autosomal recessive condition. It's a dystrophy affecting the RPE layer of the retina. Autosomal recessive, progressive, yes, affecting RP layer. Lipofuscin is deposited all over the RPE like retina flex. And lipofuscin is a property of autofluorescence. That's why it can be picked on autofluorescence investigation. There is a dark choroid on dark choroid on angiography, not autofluorescence. Autofluorescence will give you hyperfluorescence because of lipofuscin. Angiography will give you dark choroid because the lipofuscin will block the choroidal vessels. Now, in early stages, retina shows beaten bronze. You don't need to know what is beaten bronze, but the beaten bronze means there is a retina flex, means everything in the retina, every part of the retina is involved at the RPE layer. Even if you don't know, doesn't matter, B option, that is not required for you. but you can rule out the other options like lipofuscin deposit in retinal pigment epithelium, that is true, and fluorescein angiography shows dark. So you are expected to know A, C, and D, even if you don't know what is B option, doesn't matter. So answer of this condition will be yeah, B. I mean, beaten bronze appearance is there, but it is if you know, you compare this from Best disease. So in Stargardt's and Best, signs are more in Best and symptoms are less. Whereas in Stargardt's, the patient says I can't see, doctor says I also can't see. So in early stages, there's no beaten bronze. Early stages, retina looks absolutely normal. Later stages, the signs come. That's where the B option is answered. But even if you don't know, you should know A, C, D are true statements. And this is a repeat question. Whenever RPE layer is involved, like Best disease involves a RPE layer, so electrooculogram, Arden's ratio is decreased in Best disease. That is the investigation of choice in Best disease. Even in Stargardt's, RP layer is involved, so electrooculogram can be decreased, but later stages, because initially even doctor cannot see the signs, even investigations cannot pick. Now, myopic degeneration means high myopia due to axial length is increasing. I told you lacquer cracks are cracks of Brooks membrane, and if there's a cracks of Brooks membrane, Brooks is the first layer of choroid. Choroidal new vessels are growing, causing hemorrhage. A remnant of hemorrhage is phosphoryl spots. Angel streak is not related to myopic degeneration. That's the answer. And see, posterior staphyloma, because the sclera will bulge posteriorly, lined by choroid. That is staphyloma, and posterior staphyloma, the most common cause, and the pathognomonic is high myopia. I hope you know high myopia is more than 6 diopters. Sorry, answer is C. C is answer. Sorry, I clicked by mistake. High myopia is more than 6 diopter myopia. And this I answered already. Dry versus wet. Dry will have drusens and pigment epithelium detachment. I hope you know pigment epithelium detachment means drusens will push all the 10 layers of the retina, causing pigment epithelium detachment. And if there is a new vessels due to outer barrier break, choroidal new vessels come breaking the outer barrier, then it will be called as wet RMD. So choroidal new vessels is differentiating between dry and wet. That's why in dry the treatment is oral antioxidants. In wet it is intravitreal injection of anti-VEGFs and photo plus minus photodynamic therapy. Wow. Traffic. A wave of ERG indicates activity of rods and cones. I told you already, that is photoreceptors. And this also I answered which vitamin is decreased. Two are given. Why? Because they are decreased. Docosahexaenoic acid and vitamin A. That's the 10 questions. I got the red light now. Thank you very much for listening. Best wishes.